Yo, what's up, guys? This is your boy Omar speaking to you right now. And right now, I will talk about the Sony's WH-1000XM5s. And from here on out, I'm just call them the XM5s. So they come in this huge case right here, pretty much covers my face. Um, Let me get them out. I got the black ones. I don't like that kind of like whitish cream looking. I don't like that. I like the black ones better. That's why if you see most of my headphones will be black because of that. Now, these have, in my opinion, the best ANC out there. These things will cancel out everything out here. Like the moment you put them on, you put that ANC on, you can't hear nothing. Like you'll hear some stuff coming in and out, but it's normal, right? But once you put them on, I mean, voice comes from here, the sound, all the way down here. You can't hear anything. I've actually had them on when I was at work. We have heavy machineries and everything going out. It was loud, and I want to test them at work. So I put them on, and I put the ANC on all the way to max. The sounds, the machines, they went from here all the way down to here. Like you could barely hear those machines. It was almost like if they weren't even on. That's how it was. And you put music on. Remember, I always put music around 20, no more than 30%. All that gone. So in my opinion, this have the best ANC out there. Um, it's this way. One thing about them, you put them on, they do look a little bit bulky when you have them on, you know. But they feel great. The finish on it, I'm not sure how to explain it, but it feels great actually. The finish on this plastic, um, the cushions, as you can see, like you really can't see it much, but they're there, and it actually feels very comfortable. Now, on top, it has a little bit as well, but it could have had a little bit more. Let's put it that way. Like they could have put a little bit more on it, like on the XM4s. But it is what it is, right? Now, I will tell you this: these ones, when you take them off, like you can't put them out. You have to put them this way, you know. And that's one thing about them. Like if you have them this way, like dust, water, anything could go in, and that's the one downfall on them. But other than that, I mean, these are great. I mean, they open up, so these are big head, friendly and everything. So one thing though is that I can't use it with my glasses. They're not going to. The ANC is not going to work. Sound is going to leak and everything. So let me show you. So I put my glasses on, and you see how they're open. So now I could even hear everything I'm saying because they're very open now. But I take them off, and now sound is even with the ANC offer now. Like less sound is coming in, and they're very comfortable too. One thing about them, in order to make all the functions and everything, you have to kind of like swipe, touch, and everything. It has a couple buttons on the back for the ANC and to turn on. It does have a USB-C opening on it for charging, and a 3.55, yeah, 3.55 mm. So you could go wire with them or Bluetooth. I always go Bluetooth with them because that's what I paid for it. And the ANC again is the best ANC that you could have. Um, at the moment, I believe the price would be $400. If you could get them cheaper if you buy it on the second hand market, probably get half the price or less. You get them at $150. So there's many places where you could go and get them a lot cheaper, like I did. So I paid $150 for them. That was sometime last year when I bought this. It came in with a couple of cables, over here. So the 3.5 mm adapter, and then your USB-C adapter as well. One thing about this case is that it's not hard, so it does crumble a little bit, kind of like flat, it gets flat in here. So keep that in mind. Okay, outside of that, now build quality. I want to say that the XM4s were more premium in that way, and this ones do feel a little bit more cheaper, maybe a lot, depending on who you ask. So they do feel cheaper. The XM4s, the ones before this ones, felt more premium, but their app is really good. Everything works. I never had any problems with the app, and you know, as of right now, I mean they work really well. Unlike some other companies, that charge you around $600, $800, and their app don't even work. I'm not gonna mention any names, but they know who they are. Now this one's, Sony, their app is perfect, works really great. You could adjust the ANC level how you want, the ambient sound mode. What else? You could turn off the ANC. You could have for wind reduction too. Um, your EQ, you could set it up there. Now I personally don't do that because I feel like every company has their signature sound, and that's the way they intended for the music sound. So I always keep it the way it is out the box. These things could get loud. They have really good bass. They get loud too. So yeah. Mm, really, I like listening to rap on this thing, like hip hop, rock, country music, things like that, right? Um, they work really well with those type of music. Um, Now, one thing, I never go to the gym with headphones. I do not see why a lot of people like to go to the gym walking around like this, but I use earbuds for that. But my brother, who is in the army, he works out with the XM5s put on, and he told me that after 4 months of working out with him, these stock cushions, the stock pads, they were smelling really bad, according to him. So I'm gonna take his word for it. I don't work out with headphones like this, but according to him, the pads started smelling really bad, and I would believe it. Because he used to work out with the XM4s. He gave them to me, and the pads were kind of bad. They were in bad shape, so I had to switch them. Um, yeah, so I wouldn't work out with them, especially if you had these stock pads on, and especially after hearing that, I'm like, yeah, good thing I don't work out with them, right? Now, um, these are easy to drive. You can walk around anywhere with them, and those who knows the design, they know what you have on. So people don't really ask. They mainly going to ask like how much it costs you. How good are they? But they already know. For travel, mm, no, I wouldn't take on travel, especially if I'm doing a long travel, only because of the battery life, right? Um, I get like 20 hours, I believe it was. So before I had to charge, but I have other headphones that will last a lot longer, so I use different ones. Um, let's see, what else can we talk about these things? They feel great. I'll tell you that right now. I could keep this thing all day, every day, and I'm not gonna even notice I have them on. I'm not going to feel fatigue or anything. You know, they what's it called? They stick well. They don't move around too much or anything. I've actually fallen asleep with them, hearing music. So they're very comfortable. These things are for the long run. They're not going to give you ear fatigue or anything. I have some headphones that after probably an hour, like your ears start sweating so much, like it hits up so much. This one not so much. You could have them on, like I said, for a very long time. Yeah, you're not gonna notice it. While others, they do heat up, and you start sweating. Your ears start sweating. So yeah, that's one thing about these things. They're really well made. Um, they also have that automatic pause. So when you take them off, if you listen to music, you take them off, the music will stop, and then when you put them back on, the music goes back on. So it has that. I forgot what it's called, but it's that on sensor thing. I forgot what's it called right now. Um, but yeah, I don't work out with headphones. Don't even. So I could only go with what other people tell me. My brother told me they're not good for that. The stock paddings will stink up after a while. He said 4 months and they start stinking. So like I said, I'm gonna take his word for it. I think I already talked about this, but these are bass heavy. They have really loud sound. They get very loud compared to my Bose headphones. These things do get loud, and they give you a different sound, on it. And like I said, I like listening to hip hop with them, rock music. Um, I listen to all kind. So country, Latin pop, all this type of music, and they're really good for everything. And they already has some preset EQ on it, where it'll give you for rock, for pop, hip hop, and all that stuff. So you give you, and you could actually do your own as well. So that's one good thing about it. The app also tells you like on the decibels, how loud they are and how much throughout the week you should be listening to that certain amount. I don't worry about it because I keep them at 20-30% max, so I don't have to worry about that. So if you ask me, this if $400 is a lot of money for a lot of people. You're looking at what, probably 2 to 4 days of work, maybe five, depending on how much money you make, right? So like I said, the way I do it, I go online, Amazon, eBay, um, Secondly, Pity, and there's many different more places where you could go get them. Buy it used, half price, probably a third of the price like I did. I bought it for $150. And, these things, they look brand new. The case is right here. And, the cords are right here. So the cables, it came with everything. So a lot of people don't want to buy it used because they say, oh, it's refurnished, it's going to get ruined in a year, yada yada. Even if it was new, it's gonna be the same thing. So just save your money, you know. And one thing about Sony is that they will replace your headphones or earbuds or anything, right? As long as they're still under warranty. I bought me the XM4s, the earbuds, the WF-1000XM4s, the little earbuds, and I bought them Amazon from a third party at Amazon for $95. All right, and I report them on Sony and everything because after a while they weren't holding up the battery life. Well, I reported and everything. They did an exchange, and I got a brand new set. It was probably used already, but refurbished. But it don't matter. I got a brand new set, All I had to do was present my send them my receipt of purchase, and I told you it's $95, right? And they still replaced them, even though it was on a third party on Amazon. So that's how Sony really loves their customers. They will take care of their customers. So even if they get ruined, just report it on Sony. They will take care of you, because they did that with me. It did take a while. It took a month. All right, because we had to go through all this stuff, and they're like, "We gotta return your money." I'm like, "Nah, I don't want the money. I just want the earbuds." They're like, "Are you sure we could always refund you?" Yada yada yada. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure, because I'm not gonna get it at $95. Trust me." So I'm sure. So I waited. They made me wait. So it was a full month before I got um, my new earbuds, and they were perfectly fine. So they will replace your headphones. All right. So you just gotta be patient with it. Me, I didn't care about waiting because I have a lot more headphones and earbuds. But if these are the only ones, I mean, Sony will replace, your device. They will replace them if they get ruined, even if you buy a new and everything. I mean, if you buy used, on a third party, they will replace it. They take care of their customers. They took care of me. I haven't, I can't say nothing bad about them. So yeah, so go for it. Buy it. This have the best ANC on the market right now. I don't care what anybody says. This have the best ANC on, and they're very comfortable. They look good. Uh, they don't stand out too much, so you're kind of blend in and everything. Sound is really good. It's not the best sound out there. You know, uh, there are better sounding headphones out there, like with Focal and Mark Levinson's, Bars and Wilkins, but um, these are good. I like them, and ANC is your main thing. These are the ones you go for. They have a really great app. They work perfectly. The software is really good on it, so go for it. Just go for it. Buy it used. If you don't want to buy it new for $400, you could probably get them $150, maybe less. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing loose. These are one of the best headphones you could find out there. Especially for ANC, you'll love them. Just go for it. All right, guys. Until next time, peace out.